What's going on, everyone? Sports back with another video. In this video, I'm going to be doing a soccer video, and I'm going to be talking about two topics regarding the Toronto FC. As TFC has a couple of pieces of big news today. About Mimo Criscito and Jayden Nelson. We'll start off with Mimo Criscito, Domenico Criscito, who TFC brought in mid-season to come in here and be the left back. Of course, the Italian international. He played in the Serie A in his career, and he's got a lot of experience. He's going to be turning 36 at the end of the year, and he played 15 games for TFC. He actually scored a goal, a stunner, probably the best goal, one of the best goals of the season for TFC as a whole. It was a really nice goal, but he is leaving TFC, and I think he's going to retire. I think he, at 36 years of age, it's not like he's slowing down. He's pretty good, especially for the MLS. He was still very good, but obviously you want to spend time with your family, and he settled in Toronto. He probably liked it, and he's not going to want to go back to Italy to play, I wouldn't think. I'd expect him to ultimately retire and maybe hang around in Toronto for his the second part of his life, and that's totally fine. I think Criscito was not the long-term answer at the left back for TFC. If anything, he was going to stay for one more season, but obviously it sucks and it's tough, but it is what it is. He played previously for Juventus, for Genoa, for Zenit. Those were really the three teams he played for, and then before coming to TFC, of course. But he was good to have, especially with Bernardeschi and Insigne. He was a good sort of a father figure for them, and kind of helping them out here. And I wish him nothing but the best. It kind of sucks, honestly. I'm upset that he's leaving, but it obviously was a move that if it didn't happen this offseason, it was going to happen next offseason, and I think that's the end of his, soccer career. Could he, do something else within soccer? Definitely, maybe a manager or something like that. We'll see, but obviously he had a really good career. He made tons of money in his career, and it was time for him to leave TFC, and probably, in my opinion, I think he's going to retire. But TFC is going to have to fill the void, on the back end. And I think Larea, I'm not sure what the situation there is with him, if he's staying or going. But if they can keep him, that would be great. And then they got to find a couple of center backs. So we'll see how TFC does and fills that void. The next thing I want to talk about within TFC is Jayden Nelson. Jayden Nelson, what a young, promising player he was. And now Canada's soccer's coach came out and said that he just missed the World Cup squad as a 20-year-old. He just turned 20 in September. He is, for his age, remarkable. He only scored one goal in 31 matches in the MLS, but he had, he showed a lot of promise. And TFC is expected, according to reports, expected to sell him this offseason and to a European club, and that makes sense. He's probably going to get quite a bit. He's going to go for a couple million, I'd say, according to Transfer Market T .us. His current market value is 4 million euros, and if that is anywhere accurate, that is money that TFC could really use. Nelson's got a bright future ahead, and he's a homegrown player and definitely really good, and he's so speedy and shifty, and it's not like TFC doesn't want to have him here, but you take a look at what this team needs, and it lacks defense, and we don't know with Osorio if he's coming back, and if he does come back, you're gonna have to pay him, and we need help on the back end. We need a goalkeeper. As much as we'd like to have Jayden Nelson, if you can get a couple $1 million to sell him, you have so many forwards. You have Jimenez, you have of course Insigne, Bernardeschi. You have a lot of guys that can fill his void. So there's no question about that. And then of course, you look at what they can do with that money. They could put it towards other needs on the soccer team. So I think that is an unfortunate situation, but ultimately, in the end, it makes sense for TFC. He's going to go into a situation, Nelson, where if he's sold, he'll go to a European team, probably not a very good one, probably, if he's in the Premier League, which I doubt, he'll be on the bottom tier team, just on the cusp of regulation, but he'll probably end up, in Belgium or somewhere like that, and he can build up his career from there. Of course, he has a bright future ahead. Like I said, at 20 years old, you see the potential there with him. So very interesting. But guys, that is all I got in this video. Just wanted to talk briefly about these two topics. As for Criscito, I wish him nothing but the best moving forward, whether he retires or not. I wish him nothing but the best, but like I said, I think he's going to retire. I loved having him with TFC. Extremely nice guy. I got the chance to meet him a few times, of course, as I go to all the TFC games. Really nice guy. So wish him nothing but the best on his, future. And as for Nelson, it's an interesting situation there, but we'll see how we'll monitor that. But as always, please leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. See you guys all in the next video. And as always, go TFC.